Hey guys, so today we're going to do some, I don't know, maybe holiday nails, maybe not holiday nails, I'm not sure. But I am going to be using the dip acrylic once again, so I thought I would show you doing it a second time where I'm probably a lot better now and a lot more versed in what to do and probably can go a lot quicker. So we're going to do it different today. I'm going to do these all white with the acrylic and then we're going to do some decorations on top. And yeah, hope you guys like this background, I guess. So I'm gonna go through my entire process with you guys, opposed to just some of the steps that I would normally take. So first and foremost, I'm going to clip off any extra nail that I have. I'm so bad about when I don't have nails on. I bite my nails, so they're pretty short already. But I do just want to make sure that they're all down. Voila. Also, I know my cuticles are bad. We've been through this. I know, okay? I know. So what I like to do is just take like a buffing block and I just like to buff out my nail just a little bit just to make sure that it has all of the shine off. You don't need to go crazy with it. You don't need to drill a ton down, just a tiny bit will do. You don't want to take off a bunch of layers. You just want to take off enough to take the shine out. And I would like to just go over a quick reminder that you are responsible for what you do to your nails. I am not licensed, and if you want someone's licensed opinion or whatever, or tutorial, I would recommend you go watch Nail Career Education or someone equivalent. Alright, I will always suggest that you watch more than one tutorial before doing something to your body. Alright, so now that I've taken all the shine off my nails, I'm going to use this Prep and Clean dehydrant, and I like to do 2 to 3 layers or coats of this. It's basically just going to dry out your nails, and so they're prepped and ready to have product go on them, and so it sticks. Next, I will be putting on the tips, and I have all of mine laid out right here. They are these tips once again. They're the only ones that I use because they're the best, and I will have everything that I'm using linked below. And basically what I do is just put a little bit of glue here and pop it on my nail. Perfect. So I think I'm actually going to try to leave this set on for like a bit over 2 weeks. In January, I am going to be going back to New Mexico. And in New Mexico, there's actually one person that I do trust to do my nails, and he is the best, so I think I am going to have him do mine while I'm there. I may or may not film it. I'll see how he feels about that. I'll see how you guys feel about that. If you guys would want me to film it or not, you can let me know about that. So nails all on one hand now. Now to do the other. Next, I'm going to file down in between where the tip is and where the nail is, just kind of make it a tiny bit smoother. It's okay if there's still a tiny bit of a step, but filing down that initial jump helps a lot when you're putting the acrylic on. And then next, because I want these into coffin shape, I'm going to cut them into coffin shape. So I'm just going to take off a tiny bit of each one, just kind of like right under the number. Do not worry if it's not perfect, because you can easily just go out and even that out later. So now I have all of my nails and all the tips on, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bonder on all of my nails. I even like to put it on the tip. Just to really ensure that everything is going to stick. Next, I'm going to pull out my base, which is essentially just like the clear and finish one. I'm going to put that one right here. And I am going to pull out the base liquid that comes with it, and we're going to start building. We're going to start just right under where you put the tip and pull that all the way up. So it's about halfway down your natural nail, and then we're going to dip it, and then just we'll go on to the next nail. And basically we're just going to repeat that on all of it. Really make sure that you do not get it on your cuticle, because if you get it on your cuticle, basically the nail is going to lift very, very quickly. It's always better to go in and have to do more rather than have way too much and just end up a long process to fix it. And voila, there we have 1/2 layer, I guess, of this dip acrylic. Next, you do the entire nail. Again, really make sure you're not getting it on the cuticle, otherwise it's going to lift and you're gonna have to redo it. With these nails, I'm going to try to use as filing and drilling as possible. I'll do a little bit of drilling with an actual nail drill around my cuticles if I can find the cuticle bit that I bought the other day. But overall, I really don't want to have to shape these too much. Okay, so now we are done with the base for now, so I'm going to put that away. And I'm just pulling out the just white, and I'm going to do white all over. And this will be our sort of like color. Okay, so just white here. Doesn't look much different from the base inside the jar, but hopefully it is. Okay, now all white. I'm gonna just do 2 coats of this white. So what I'm noticing with this white is it is quite a bit denser. So when I'm putting my nail into it, it's actually building up at the top a bit here with the base. So that's something to keep in mind with that a little bit. So opposed to how I was just sticking my finger in the other one, I'm gonna tilt this one kind of and go like that. If you have nails shorter than mine, I'm sure that that probably won't be a problem for you. So let's do one more layer of the white just to build it up a tiny bit. If your nails aren't that long, then you might not need even a second layer of like whatever color you're doing, but since mine are a tad bit longer, I do prefer to put a second coat. The second layer is a really good opportunity to make sure that like where around the cuticle looks even and nice and circular or square, whatever shape your cuticle is, and make sure that just all of the gaps are filled and it looks nice. Okay, so now we're going to grab the base and finishing powder and do one more coat of that on top of everything, and this is supposed to seal it. I do think that this is turning out much better than it did last time. Last time I felt like there was a lot of lumpiness and like I felt like they were really, really thick, but I feel like this time it is a lot better and they're a much, much better thickness. And even though like these ones are a tad bit lumpy, I think that it's going to be fairly easy to file these down just because there's just like a couple main lumps in each one and not like the entire thing. So next what you're gonna need is the activator. Now this is where I am going to start deviating a bit from what you technically should do and what I'm gonna do. So with the activator, you're supposed to put a coat on and then file. I am actually going to put 2 coats. I'm gonna put one on, let it dry, and then do another one, just because whenever I did it with just the one coat, I felt like after I had filed through that just initial little bit, it felt like everything was just really, really soft, and it felt like my nails were bendy, and I couldn't really get a good grasp on if the arch wasn't right or if they were gonna break or if I needed to build it up somewhere more or all of that kind of stuff. So 2 layers of the activator is going to make sure that everything is hardened and it's not going to just break or be flimsy or any of that stuff while you're trying to file it. The nail should be hard when you're filing it, so as you can hear, like, it's still not super hard. So I'm gonna do this. Now I'm actually gonna wait like 5 minutes and then I will file. I really want to make sure it soaks it up because it was a big pain last time to have it being too soft. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I have filed. There's a lot of filing. I didn't use a drill, I just used a regular file because I didn't feel like I needed to pull out my drill. So next I'm going to take the activator once again and put that all over my nail. I think it's the activator, yeah. Just to really seal it all in now. Hey guys, so you just saw past Emily. This is future Emily, aka this is the day that I'm editing and posting this video. And I wanted to stop where I was on the video and chat really quick because I just wasn't proud of the end result on those nails, and I wanted to talk about my mistakes. So I had finished those nails and I went through this whole long process of trying to do some designs and doing some different nail powders and yada yada yada, and I really truly had not spent enough time at shaping them as I thought I should have, and I really only realized that later in the past day or two because I have been holding on to this nail video for over a week now and I just couldn't get it myself to show you guys because I wasn't proud of those nails and I didn't want you guys to think that I thought that those were good nails. So I think a really big drawback with that nail system is that the activator, I think, truly and honestly takes at least 2 hours to fully harden. So what was happening when I was filing was I was filing down like little lumps and bumps. You know, I'd have like a little one here and I would file it down. I wasn't even using a nail drill or anything. I was using a regular drill and like the whole chunk would come off. Just a big chunk of it would come off. And then I'd have to go over, put a little bit more of that like base over and dip it again and just kind of wait for it to harden once again. And it was just really frustrating, and so at that point I kind of just gave up and I was like, you know, if they're filed enough, I'm just gonna leave it. When in reality I really should have just waited an hour or two for them to harden even more and then came back and filed them, and that's what I will be definitely doing from now on when I use this method. So I went back and I took the time and I shaped them properly and I painted them, and here they are. They look a million times better, although you guys will have to still excuse my nail polish job on these. This is an actual polish, and what happened on this side, see, was I didn't let it dry long enough and then some of it chipped off, and then I thought it just kind of looked like a weird blue marble. So I just top coated it and left it, but I don't think it looks bad. So here is me taking the actual time it needed, which was like another 45 minutes to just file all the nails down and really give it the time that they needed. I definitely could have just scrapped this video altogether, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to show you guys that I'm definitely still making mistakes. I know a lot of you have recently been also doing your own nails and telling me how hard it is, and I just want you guys to keep trucking on. I know it's really hard and I am making mistakes and learning as I go as well, and I think I would just kind of feel fake if I didn't show you guys me struggling with this kind of stuff and just kind of acted like I got it on my first try when I definitely did not. So these are the nails now that I am proud of, and I think they are pretty cute. They definitely didn't end up holiday nails, but nonetheless, I think they work for winter. In fact, it's Christmas Eve right now and it actually snowed, and it was really nice because it's the first time I've ever seen snow on like Christmas or Christmas Eve, and this is our first Christmas here in Oregon. So yeah, I just wanted to put this little blurb in here and tell you guys how I feel about that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and happy holidays to you watching it when I'm posting it, which is right around Christmas. I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye. And the color that I used was Sinful Colors in Mint to be cool. I think this is a PR sample, and a lot of the times they won't put actual labels on, so I wasn't sure. So I'm not totally sure, but yeah, this is the color.